Hey guys, Dr. Belk here. Today we're going to review over a quick strategy that you can do at home on your own that won't cost you a single penny and can help you quite a bit with neck and if you have some upper back pain, okay? So one of the reasons, the most common reason that patients come in here for their neck pain and the reason why they're having the neck pain is the posture position. So normally we want to have a nice, good upright position posture where we have this part of our ear is over the shoulder for the most part. Okay, it doesn't have to be completely perfect, but within reason we want to have the weight of that head over that shoulder. We do not want to have that head really far in that forward position, which if you look around, you'll see actually a lot of people are in that position, right? The typical American posture and position is that head is forward and then those hips kind of come this way and they're in this position, and typically they have an appendage attached to their hand, right, which is their phone. So they're standing looking down at their phone in this position. So that puts a tremendous stress and strain not only that lower back, but also of course up on that neck and on the shoulders. So a couple of things that we can do with this. The number one thing is to, as best as you can, any screens that you're looking at, right? Bring those screens up. In other words, you don't go down to the screen comes up to you whenever possible. So sometimes that may not be possible depending on if you're working on a laptop or what have you. However, they do have detachable keyboards where you can raise that screen on up and still have that keyboard down low, because obviously typing like this may not be the most comfortable. But with the phone, of course, we can easily bring that phone on up. And that's one of the most common things that we see is that people are looking down at that phone in this position. It just puts so much stress and so much strain. So the first thing is number one, bring your screens up, right? The second thing that you could do, which would be even additionally beneficial, is you're gonna take a simple towel, okay? You're gonna take a hand towel, not a full-size towel, it's a little bit too much. You're just gonna take like the hand towel, right? And you're gonna take that one, preferably a clean one if you have one. What you're gonna do is just fold that towel in half, right? Real simple this way. And then from there, you're gonna take it and you're just gonna roll it up, okay? So you're gonna start here and you're gonna roll in a fairly tight roll this way. Okay, so the end product is you got a towel roll, okay? So what we're gonna do with this towel roll is we're gonna put this right on our neck and we're gonna lay down and we're gonna allow the weight of the head just to relax. The reason why we use just a hand towel, because if you had a full towel, the size of that roll would be a little excessive. Now, after you've done this hand towel for maybe 30 or 60 days, then you could move on to a larger towel, right? But we certainly don't want to start with that. It's going to be too much too soon. So what I'm going to do with this towel, I'm going to lay on my back. And when I'm laying on my back, I'm basically going to be right down here. I'm going to allow, again, that head to be relaxed. We don't want to have that towel up here because that could actually make it worse and push that head forward. We don't want to have it too low where it's not necessarily doing a whole lot of anything for us. And we want to have it kind of right in the middle of that neck, if that makes sense. And you're just gonna start, literally, you're gonna start a timer for 2 minutes. Don't do any more than 2 minutes. Even if you think, oh wow, this feels really, really good, I wanna do more than that, don't push it, because at the time it can feel really good, but if we're doing a major change with that head in a really far forward position, and now we're bringing it back to a better position, we just wanna start that incrementally and then increase that as we go. So typically we do 2 minutes to start, and then you're gonna add a minute each night, right? Until you can get up to about maybe 15 to 20 minutes would be ideal. Now let's say on day 7, you're doing this and you're supposed to be at whatever that is, right? You're supposed to be at 9 minutes, let's say. But at 8 minutes, you start feeling fatigued and tired and maybe a little bit of pain. That's okay, don't push it, right? So stop at that 9-minute mark, and you might need to do that for 3 or 4 days or maybe even a week or two. There's no huge rush. So just incrementally increase that by a minute each time you do this. Again, until you're up to that 15 to 20 minute mark, okay? It should make a major difference. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Just bear with me here as we walk on over, and we'll get the phone set up so we can actually see what it looks like when we lay down here. I think you'll be able to see that. So we'll move this pillow out of the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on my back here, right? Just like so. And then I'm gonna take this towel, again, right here, and I'm just gonna put it right on that neck right there, okay? And that's basically allowing some support there. Again, we wanna start with the hand towel. We don't wanna have a big, huge bath towel because it could be too much of a curve and too much pressure, okay? So we're in this position. I'm just allowing that head to relax back. And typically with this, I would just relax, right? Maybe listen to a podcast or something, but I wouldn't be on your phone and doing that kind of stuff. It's gonna put too much stress and strain on there. Literally just set a timer on your phone for a couple of minutes, okay? When it's done, this is really important, right? We don't wanna do like a sit up to get off of here because that definitely can strain that neck. What you wanna do is roll to your side. In this case, I'm just gonna pick my right side. I'm gonna roll my body this way, and then I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna use this hand and this elbow. You can't see my legs, but I'm gonna swing them kind of off to the side and then just push myself up. And so when I do that, I'm gonna decrease the chances for my neck to be really tender or sore as I kind of pull on up that way, okay? So try that out. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, the two things we wanna look at is number one, preventing that pain in the first place. So trying as best as we can to bring those screens up to us rather than us go down to the screens. And number two, making sure we're using that roll, right? Just a couple of minutes to start with. As well as if you have a desktop that you're working at home, really look at, or at the office, especially with all the work we're doing now from home, make sure you have a good office setup, right? Don't be looking down at that computer screen, because that, even if it's just a little bit, that change from here to here, right? That can make a big difference over time. So just make sure you're looking level. You don't necessarily want to be looking up a whole lot because that can be a little bit of an extra strain as well. So just make sure that those screens are level, okay? Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. It will definitely help if you do it.